Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Hope you are well. So today I will be, I want to say testing, but what I mean to say is retesting. So I will be retesting my LA Girl Pro Coverage High Definition Longwear Illuminating Foundation. The only reason I wanted to do this is because I was going through some of my videos, my foundation reviews, and I think this is probably the most annoying review that I have uploaded today, only because I had so many issues with the upload itself. The audio was just terrible, but I was so frustrated I just basically uploaded in annoyance, and I wasn't really happy with the video that I recorded. And also given the time of year is right now, it is winter, and just in terms of my preference as well, I am leaning towards more of like the glowy, luminous type foundations. I have just recorded a testing of the L'Oreal Pro Glow foundation, which is now available in the UK, and I actually then remembered this one, so I've basically taken out the old video that I recorded of this foundation, and yes, I just wanted to re-record it and remember what I thought about it. And I remember getting compliments on this the day I wore it, and so I do know that it is a good foundation, but I don't remember it lasting the whole day because it is a luminous foundation. So I basically will be putting it on my face again and then trying to remember what the experience of having it on my face was like. So at the time that this launched, I think they had quite a few shades. I'm just going to check out how many shades they have. Right, so there are 15 shades to this foundation, and I think, was it last year, they launched the foundation mixes for the matte range for this foundation. I haven't tried the matte range only because when they brought it out, I think the shade range was a bit questionable. So that's the only thing. But yes, I'm going to be retrying this and then trying to remember what I thought about it. The shade I got isn't my exact match. This is Warm Caramel, and the only reason I got it was because I think I was already using the powder version, which is a really good match for me. It looks lighter on camera than it actually is, but slightly lighter. But anyway, yeah, so I went by that and ended up getting this. So I might have to cream contour and also powder contour as I normally do. So I will just be having a very minimal makeup look as I do every day. I don't wear eyeshadow or anything like that. I've already primed my face with my W7 Prime Magic. This is the normal primer that I use every day. Recently though, I haven't been using primer. I've just been using my Coty S-Balm powder to set my nose, my T-zone area, because I have kind of normal oily skin, so the rest of my face is normal. My T-zone is oily, so my nose and my forehead. And another thing I wanted to just mention is that I have an issue with foundation settling into my smile lines. Yeah, so don't watch this. This is a waxing accident, and I've just been waiting for this old scar to go. But yeah, I went a bit ham with my waxing strip and didn't know I was peeling off skin until a couple of hours later, and I was just like, oh, this is stinging. Yeah, but anywho, so this I will have to color correct. So I do have one or two things from the LA Girl range. I have the color corrector in orange, I have the concealer in toffee and fawn, and then I have the powder, like I said, and the foundation, of course. And then, so yeah, I'm just going to be testing out this foundation. I do know it's not an exact match. I was tempted to use one of my foundation mixers, which I bought from Revolution, the Obsession brand. And this is the darkening foundation drop. I might mix 1 or 2 drops of this, but first I'm going to show you what it looks like on my skin so you can see. I'm going to apply one side with a sponge and one side with a brush. I'm going to be applying one side with my brush on this side and my Juno & Co. Dupe sponge, which is it's a microfiber sponge. I've just washed it and it looks a bit wrinkly, but hopefully it will smoothen itself out. So yeah, let me just get onto the pumping and let's see what the foundation looks like. The pump is really sturdy, by the way, and this foundation retails for $9.99. Sometimes they do have offers on places like Beauty Bay, so that's what it looks like. I'm gonna mix I'm just gonna mix a little bit of this. This isn't the full pump, and I'm gonna put a bit of the darkening drops from the Obsession range, just maybe half a drop, and then let's see what that mix is like. So I'm gonna put it on. See, it's made it a bit less orange. I'm scared to put too much of this just in case it turns it gray. Okay, so I'm gonna put another. So I think on the back of my hand it looks like it's actually blending in, but I'm scared it might be going into the gray territory a bit, so I'm just gonna have to contour to balance everything out. So what I'm gonna do is pump 1 pump, 2 pumps. So I'm gonna add 1 more drop of this just so it makes it a bit less orange. And I'm gonna mix it. It's still not my shade, but we'll just have to make that work. So it is supposed to be full coverage as well. It's meant to be a lightweight foundation. So I'll just read the claim so it's a bit more clear so I don't have to go over this again. So it says pro coverage high definition long wear illuminating liquid foundation is ideal for flawless looking full coverage finish. Lightweight formula is comfortable for all day wear. Paraben free formula with added antioxidants helps hydrate and improve the skin's appearance. Now available in extended color range, blah 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 blah. Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna dot it is quite a warm shade, but that's okay. So I'm gonna use my sponge on this side. And it has a really nice consistency to it as well. Oh, I forgot I said I was gonna color correct. So I might not. Do you know what? I don't even need to. The foundation's already covered. That looks scary. The foundation's already covered the little scar. And on this side, I'm gonna use my brush. Okay, so this, let me just zoom in a bit. So this is the side with the sponge, and this is the side with the brush. They both look good, but I feel like the side with the sponge just looks a little bit more pressed in. So I'm just gonna go over this side. They both have good coverage, although I feel like maybe this side has more foundation or better coverage, I'm not sure. Okay, so I'm gonna cream contour. This is my Primark, My Perfect Color moisturizing foundation stick in the shade Rich Espresso. Okay, so next I'm gonna conceal with my LA Girl concealer in Toffee. Oh no, this isn't fawn, by the way. I actually thought it was toffee. Okay, so I've smoothed out the concealer and the foundation. The concealer hasn't really brightened as much, so I'm just going to balance that out with my banana powder. The banana powder I have been liking a lot, again, is the Revolution Luxury Banana Powder. So I'm going to use a brush just to apply it. Then I'm gonna go all over my face with my Girl High Definition Matte Pressed Powder in the shade Warm Caramel. I've just zoomed in a bit so you can see what the foundation looks like. It's still got a slight bit of definition to it. It's not like all the way matte. So I'm going to finish the rest of my makeup routine, and I'll just run through the products I've used once I'm done, and then I'll come back and share my thoughts. Hopefully I should be able to get a good deal of wear from this. And yeah, so the time is now 12:35. Yeah, 12:35 in the afternoon, so hopefully I'll be able to come back say around 8:39, and that should be long enough, I think. So yeah, let me just finish my face and then I will come right back. Bye. Hi everyone, so I'm back and this is my finished face, and I must say this foundation does settle down into your skin, so after a while it does look very skin-like, and I do really like the finish. I do feel like it looks better as the day goes by, and also once you set it and you finished your whole foundation routine. Yeah, so just to quickly run through the products I've used so I don't forget to put them in the description box. So starting off with the primer, I use my W7 Prime Magic primer. I did use a darkening mixer by Obsession just to help it get as close to my skin tone shade, and I'm actually surprised that I was actually able to get something reasonably decent, a decent match for my skin tone. And then I use the LA Girl concealer in Fawn, and then what did I use? And then I set the concealer and all the highlighted areas with my Revolution banana powder. I also used the LA Girl powder in Warm Caramel, and I used my Profusion contour palette, my beat up contour palette. I really do need to get another one. Actually, I have another one, I just refuse to let this go. And then I set my face with my Coty S1 powder. I didn't use too much of this, only because obviously this is meant to be a dewy skin-like foundation, so I'm not looking for a matte look. I just put some lightly all over my face, and I put a little bit more on the corners of my nose. And then I followed it with my sleek blush. I don't know if I'm ever going to hit pan on this blush, but it's just such a good blush palette. So far I've been using this one a lot. I think in summer I tend to use the more orange one or mix the two. The pink one I hardly ever touch, and I'm thinking I probably should start using that. Maybe mix it with the orange or mix it with this one. Either way, I do like this because it has a bit more of a shimmer to it. So that, and I use my sleek Copper Paste highlighting palette. It's my favorite one so far, and it's just gorgeous. It's so pigmented. I use this shade in my inner corner and on my brow bone, and I use these two shades on my cheekbones. And then after highlighting, I did my brows. Depends on, to be honest, on a normal day I would probably do my brows after I've powdered, but it depends on my mood. So I use my eyebrow pencil of the moment. This is the Revolution, what do you call it? I've forgotten the name of it, but it's the Revolution brow pencil, and it has a triangular nib to it. It's just amazing. I feel like I've been having really good eyebrow days with this pencil. It just keeps my hand really straight, and it comes with a spoolie as well. So, and the shade is in, what shade is this? I think it's in medium brown. Yeah, I'll put all the details down in the description box. And on my lips I have my Makeup Revolution Obsession range. This is from the, I think, All That I Have collection, and this shade is called Everlasting, and it's quite a dry formula for a lip gloss, and it lasts long as well. It doesn't really like go off. It's quite opaque. I line my lips with just my brow pencil. Actually, it's another brow pencil from by Primark. This is the one I was using before I dug this one back up again. But yeah, so these two and my Poundland eyebrow pencils are like my 3 rotating eyebrow pencils. So after applying this, it was a bit too cool tone, and it's, to be honest, I could wear it and it kind of blends with my nude pink jumper. But I topped up with a bit of my Bourjois Gloss Sweet Kiss, and this is in the shade 1 Sensation. It's more of a peachy color, so I put this on top. And eyelashes, mascara. I use my Lash Princess mascara actually on my lower and my upper lash line. Usually I use it on my lower lash line. I'm a bit scared to apply this on my upper lash line sometimes because it can be a bit too voluminous and too clumpy. But yeah, so you just have to be careful how you apply it, and don't go wiggling all over your eyelash, otherwise you end up with like giant, like spidery eyelashes. But it does give good volume. You just need to be very, very careful. I think, is that it? Oh, and I set my face with my Revolution Sport Fix face setting spray, and I think that might be it. So yeah, so we're gonna see how long this wears for, and the time was 12:35 when I finished applying the foundation, and so I'm just gonna see if I can at least keep it on for 8 hours. But yeah, I will check in with you later. So yeah, see you then. Hi everyone, so I'm back and the time is now 11 o'clock, and as you can see, it's only gone ever so slightly dewy on my T-zone, and it's starting to come off on my face, but then I did have my scarf on because it is really, really cold outside. It's come off the tip of my nose as well, and I feel like you can possibly see a little bit more texture on my face, but it could also just be the lighting. Yeah, when I look in the mirror, the foundation is actually settled so well into my skin. It's mixed with my oils and it looks quite smooth. So I'm not really sure what's picking up on camera, but I feel like you can maybe see a bit of texture or something, I'm not sure. But yeah, I really, really like how this foundation has settled in. The only thing is it has also kind of cracked in my smile lines a bit. Okay, so for a dewy foundation, I'm just gonna, so there's nothing on this paper because I had the feeling that this wasn't really transferring. I'm gonna do my nose, but I expect it to, yeah, there's a little bit, but even then it's not a lot at all. So I have a feeling that this foundation actually has really good wear. It has really good longevity, and I will definitely be wearing it again, especially now that it's winter. I don't really need a matte look, although I do like one. So, and I'll also see if I will mix it. I think I'll mix it with my Primark foundation because that's quite yellowy olive, and this is quite orange and it's a bit light, and that one's a bit dark. So I'll mix the two and I'll see how they work well together. I definitely like this foundation. I feel like I might have added way too much powder as well. I should have probably just lightly powdered today, and I felt like I did. But then because it was looking still off in terms of color, I feel like I wanted to overcompensate by adding more powder just to balance out and make it match my skin tone. But yeah, so apart from that, it is a really, really good long wearing luminous foundation, which you wouldn't really find. It's not very common. But yeah, I definitely really like it. I think I might also mix it with another foundation that I've tried out, which is the L'Oreal Pro Glow in Cocoa. That's a dark shade. I'll mix those two together and see what I come up with. But yeah, so it just looks like healthy skin, to be honest. Yeah, and I really, really like how the foundation applied with the sponge over the brush. But yeah, that's all I wanted to add. I really do like this foundation. I would recommend it even if you have oily skin. But I'm telling you, I've told you 1,000,001 times, the powder you need to get regardless of foundation is the Coty Espon. Like, people don't talk about this powder anymore, and I don't even think I need to find another one in terms of the best mattifying powder. The only thing with that powder is I definitely wouldn't use it too much on my under eye area. I've tried it and I'm not really sure I want my under eye area to be that matte, and who has oily under eyes anyway. I've heard of people having dry under eyes but not oily under eyes, because really we don't even have oil glands in this area anyway, I think, anyway. But that aside, I would use it all over my face, and for a luminous foundation, this foundation should have gotten a lot more oily than it actually is, and it's definitely down to that powder. The foundation is good on its own, but that powder will save any foundation, to be very honest with you. So yeah, you need to get your hands on it. If you've been umming and ahhing about that powder, or just, you know, you think it's not good because people are talking about the fragrance, it just has a nice kind of like baby fragrance. That's all I can say. It's a nice fragrance I like, and it's not overpowering. It's just a really nice, pleasant fragrance, and it doesn't smell like, like a grandma type of fragrance. I know what they're coming from when they say that. It's just like an old-fashioned smell, but it doesn't mean old-fashioned is bad. Yeah, think retro. It's got a retro smell to it. But yeah, I really love that powder. It saves me every single time, and I'm not going to stop using it. But yeah, that's all I wanted to add. I like the foundation. I will try it again, mix it with something else, and see what I come up with. And until next time, I will see you in my next video. Please don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to leave a comment down below. Let me know if you've tried it, and what you want to see, what other foundation you want to see from me next. I've ordered my L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear foundation, and I'm gonna come hopefully I should be able to film a video for that soon-ish. But I filmed so much this weekend, it's just a matter of getting those videos out. I filmed a lot of skincare type videos because right now, January, I'm kind of focusing on skincare, but I also have a makeup tutorial coming up as well. So I have a lot coming up. Hit the notification button so you don't miss any of that, and also hit just lost my voice there, and also hit the subscribe button. And until next time, stay blessed. I will see you in my next video. Bye.